David Hamtenya, Swapo Party Regional Coordinator, and other political leaders present here. Ms. Elizabeth Kakukuru, the Acting CRO for Kavango West Regional Council, Commissioner Sakua Neo, the Regional Commander of Kavango West Region, senior service and government officials, religious leaders, distinguished invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, Morokeni. First, I have to apologize. I'm down with the flu, and you have to bear with me. I'll try my best to take you through this process this morning. It is an honor to stand here this morning to deliver the 10th State of the Region address as the Regional Governor of Kavango West Region, as per Article 110B, subparagraph 6 of the Namibian Constitution. The year of expectation, the year that robbed us of our beloved late President, His Excellency Dr. Hage G. Geingob, the third President of the Republic of Namibia, the unifier, who was building a Namibian house where no one must feel left out. Our departed President promoted inclusivity in the Namibian house to achieve shared prosperity for all. This is the legacy he left to all Namibians, and his fond memories will continue to live in our hearts. My address this morning will be looking at the state of the region and its challenges, the region's strategic development goals, the ongoing projects and planned regional activities of the government for 2024-25 financial year, and how we plan to move forward. The state of the region and its challenges. The region is guided by the available statistic from the Namibian Statistic Agency to describe and define its developmental state over the past 10 years. The developmental state of our young region continues to improve. In the area of bringing service closer to the people, we all can remember that offices, ministries, and agencies and other institutions have opened their offices in the region, especially in Kurenkuru town, including our 8 constituency offices. Many jobs were created in this process. Most of these institutions are renting office spaces from our local entrepreneurs, and this is helping to stimulate our local economy. Although most of the offices are here and ministries, we are still requesting the Minister of Justice, as well as Social Security Commission, to also open their office in the region. The region is highly rural, with Kurenkuru town as the capital and economic center, followed by Katwitwi settlement. In this regard, Kavango West Regional Council declared the following growth points into settlements, namely Pungu, Rupara, Bunya, Ngamagoro, and Kachinakachi. During the period under review, Council completed the demarcation of boundaries and layout exercise, which was submitted to the Surveyor General's office for approval. Therefore, the region is requesting Kavango West Regional Council and the Line Ministry to start developing these 5 settlements, into towns. At the same time, Katwitwi settlement and Kahenge are to be proclaimed as village councils by 2025. A submission in this regard have been submitted by Kavango West Regional Council to the Ministry of Urban and Rural Development for approval. And the region is appealing to the Line Ministry to fast-track this process without further delays. The government continues to address the region's challenges, such as poor road infrastructure networks, like feeder roads, especially in the inland, inadequate water and rural infrastructures, inadequate electricity infrastructure, and lack of mobile communication networks in most parts of our region. Not to mention inadequate educational and health facilities. Although the government is addressing these challenges, it's not at the pace the inhabitants would like to see it. However, we also remember that the country went through economic downturn, prolonged drought, and the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic. However, the region will continue to put these challenges on the agenda until they are fully addressed. Some of you may think that I keep repeating the same challenges because they are still not fully addressed. At the same time, the region is appealing to all ministries, agencies, and offices to start using the available statistics and reports from the Namibian Statistics Agency as a basis for policy formulation, for planning, for decision-making, and for resource allocation towards programs and projects in all the 14 regions. The region's strategic goals. The region's strategic goal will remain the same, namely infrastructure development, agriculture, manufacturing, looking at value addition, and community-based tourism. With good investment, these sectors can bring positive impact in the region and improve the livelihoods of our community. The region is also appealing to the Ministry of Finance and Public Enterprise, the Ministry of Industrialization and Trade, to ensure that the management issues at Kavango Cattle Ranch are addressed without further delays, because the region believes that if this farm is well managed, it can create agro-processing industries, the farm creates needed employment and address poverty, as well as improve food security in the country. Under Operation Katemo, with the theme Kavango West Going Green, we have observed a positive response as many of our communities are getting involved in horticulture production, especially the youth and young professionals. In this regard, the region would like to thank our development partner, namely the Embassy of Japan through FAO for their financial and technical support. The region also continues to appreciate the best horticulture producers, especially among the youth. And the best producer for this year is Kambinda from Nguni constituency. I hope he's here. Kambinda, can you stand up, please, so that they can see who's Kambinda? Thank you, Kambinda. If we remember, last year it was a youth from Msese constituency, and this year it is somebody from Nguni. Pandu Siri Kambinda, Ngira. The second best improved horticulture producer among the category of the youth is Mrenga from Pungu constituency. Mrenga, Maulium. Yaro, Sakere. Pandu. I'm happy that the youth are taking agriculture as a sector which can help them to create jobs. I'm also happy to report that the horticulture producers in the region have formed an association to help coordinate their activity, and what they need is a market for their products. And in this regard, the region is going to host a conference in October to bring together all stakeholders to come up with workable strategies to help especially our youth to get market for their products. Honorable Chairperson, although the region have identified and introduced this initiative that can change the livelihood of our community, lack of technical and financial support from offices, ministries, and agencies, and financial institutions like Development Bank of Namibia and Agribank to local farmers and to our business community is still a challenge, and we are appealing for them to address this matter. Now, I would like to highlight the achievements by Kavango West Regional Council, Kurenkuru Town Council, and the central government during the 22, 23, and 24 financial year. Under economic advancement and infrastructure development, Kavango West Regional Council. As reported last year, Kavango West Regional Council have a staff complement of 115. Out of that, 105 positions have been filled, and these have created new jobs in the region. Council also have made strides in the infrastructure development, namely the completion of the 4 new constituency offices and the construction of the Regional Government Office Park, which is ongoing and with the allocation of 30 million for this financial year. This office is to be completed by 2025. The construction of Rupara Rural Development received 13 million allocation for this financial year, while Katwitwi Settlement received an allocation of 1 million. Council also implemented rural development programs during the period under review, where 80 community members, including the youth, received support in horticulture to start their project. The aim of this support is to create self-employment. Further, Ninalek Kurivere Landscape Project in Pungu constituency is progressing well. They constructed 2 traditional wells at Nepara and Ngando village, and also completed the workshop for wood covers. The Sheikh Dweller Federation is also making progress at Rupara village, where they build additional 22 houses, and that make the total number to 97 at that location. Mankumpi constituency will continue with their low-income housing project at Kachinakachi with 20 houses this year. I'm once again appealing to other constituency councillors to initiate similar programs of affordable housing projects in all our 5 settlements. Rural water supply. Provision of safe drinking water remains a top priority of the region. During the period under review, the Directorate managed to drill and install 27 boreholes in the crocodile-prone areas in all our constituency along the Kavango River. In addition, 2 traditional wells were modernized at Sharukwe village in Nguni constituency and Choha in Mpungu constituency, while 3 earth dams are constructed at Murere, Mbomezama Tawa, both in Tondoro constituency, and Gawa in Mpungu constituency. However, more still need to be done in the area of water provision because, according to the Namibian Statistics Agency, only 76.3% of the population in the region has access to safe drinking water. Some still travel at least 31 kilometers to access water points. At the same time, I'm also encouraging our communities to safeguard their water infrastructure from vandalism and theft. The region would like to appreciate NAM Water by launching the new bulk water treatment plant in Rundu that will respond to the region's request to construct the water pipeline along the national road. Sanitation. As previously reported, Kavango West Regional Council continues to implement rural sanitation program. Close to 100 rural toilets were constructed during the period under review, and another 2.3 million is allocated for the same program. Information, communication, and technology. Communication network remains a challenge, and according to the Namibian Statistics Agency, 29.1% of the population in the region have no access to mobile communication network. However, the region would like to appreciate the construction of new towers, and this project is ongoing, and the region is still calling upon the Line Ministry and their agencies to expand the local radio coverage, which is at 78% now, while television coverage is at 74.5%. The region is also requesting for NBC management to allocate permanent staff members to the region. The cameras you are seeing here this morning, they are from Windu. After this, they will leave us back to square one. And we are appealing to NBC management really to allocate even one permanent staff member in our region. The MICT office provides free internet access to the youth in the region, and they are also supporting our youth with free computer literacy classes. So far, 135 youth have benefited from this program. Kurenkuru Town Council, as reported last year, the construction of municipal services is ongoing, namely provision of water reticulation at Kakuro location, Kulisuka, Mayara, and Kahenge. The servicing of Extension 6 under public-private partnership with Development Bank of Namibia is ongoing. And we also want to thank GIPF for purchasing land to construct their office to expand their services in the region. Extension 7 was purchased by a developer to construct houses for low, middle, and high-income categories. Kurenkuru Town Council also allocated 94 plots to the youth. Last year, it was more than that, but we are encouraging really Kurenkuru Town Council to support our youth and provide them with plots to build their houses for a better future. With the Sheikh Dwellers Federation, the program managed to build 24 houses at Kakuro and 5 at Kahenge location. Kurenkuru Expo continued to grow. However, the region is appealing to them to get a bigger site for the expo and turn the current site into a community park and children's playground, because we don't have such facility in Kurenkuru. Agriculture and land reform. Agriculture remains a top priority sector for the region that can change the livelihood of our community. Agriculture can create employment and address poverty. The region continues to appreciate the implementation of various programs by the Line Ministry. However, the Extension Services Program need to be reviewed and strengthened to benefit our farmers. Further, the region appreciates the expansion of milling plant at Katwitu settlement by AMTA. This year, this facility is supplying maize meal to the Office of the Prime Minister for the drought relief program. The region would further like to thank His Excellency Dr. Nangolo Mbumba for declaring the state of emergency on the account of prevailing drought. The Office of the Prime Minister and Kavango West Regional Council have started rolling out the drought relief program to beneficiaries. 31,799 households are benefiting from this program in the region. I'm also encouraging our farmers to participate in the government market incentive to destock their livestock. Further, I would like to thank the Mpasinkuru and Ngaute auction committees for creating a formal market for livestock to our farmers in the region. Green schemes. As previously reported, the region has 2 green schemes, namely Msese and Skondo Green Scheme. This green scheme have improved in the production, and the ministry must continue to assist them with financial and technical support to produce at full capacity. And the region is also appealing to the ministry that Zone Green Scheme project to commence without further delays. Environment and tourism. The ministry responded positively to the region's request to introduce community-based tourism program, and the ministry launched with Kavango West Regional Council a tourism forum in the region to serve as a platform to enhance cooperation among stakeholders. At the same time, the region continues to appeal to the ministry to address human-wildlife conflict, which is giving problems to our farmers. Education. Education is the greatest equalizer, and the region continues to be among the best 5 performing regions in both grade 11 and 12 national examinations. The region also responded positively to the request of the region. The ministry is also responded positively to the request of the region by establishing 3 new schools in Kurenkuru constituency. That are Mayara Primary School, Karanawa Primary School, which are already operational, as well as Kurenkuru Senior Secondary School. Kurenkuru Senior Primary Schools is still under construction, and it will have a hostel. I would like also to report that the Kachina Senior Secondary School hostel, as well as Satotwa Primary School in Mankumpi constituency, as well as Erago Primary School hostel in Namagoro constituency, Simanya Secondary School hostel, and Mukekete Primary School hostel in Pungu constituency. They are all open for learners. This will help to accommodate more of our learners who are traveling long distance to and from school. And it will also help reduce school dropouts. Sports, youth, and national services. As reported last year, phase 1 of the construction of the multipurpose center in Kurenkuru was completed. This year, the ministry allocated 10 million for phase B, which includes the construction of soccer field, 3 multipurpose courts, ablution facilities, and changing rooms. Under Namibia Youth Credit Scheme, 25 youth benefited from the region. Under Youth Adult Training, 8 youth benefited. Additionally, 45 youth participated in the male engagement dialogue workshop that took place in Kurenkuru. Under 121 rural youth enterprise, 2 projects will participate. I see the chairperson of the youth councils nodding his head. The information correct, and we thank the ministry for those programs to address the unemployment among our youth. However, the region is appealing to the ministry to review some of these programs because they have not made any impact in creating self-employment for the youth, especially in our region. In the field of soccer, the annual Governor's Cup took place this year, and Nguni constituency won the soccer trophy. While Musese constituency won the netball category. The regional under-20 soccer and netball teams participated in the Netbank Newspaper Cup tournament this year, and 2 of our soccer players and 1 netball player were selected for the national under-20 teams. 2 soccer players, namely Pius Kapuita Haingura and Richard Hausiku, are currently in training camp in Windhoek, and we wish them all the best. Training and innovation. As previously reported, the construction of Kurenkuru Vocational Training Center is progressing well, and it is expected to be completed by 2025. The region would like to appreciate Recon Energy Namibia for supporting 8 students with full scholarship. At the same time, we appreciate the support from Rani Group for supporting 5 students with scholarship, while the Development Fund continues to support needy students, and 15 of them benefited since the establishment of this fund. Mines and energy. The ministry continues to implement rural electrification in the region, and I'm happy to report that 9 schools, Kachinakachi Circuit Office, Matende, and Karanawa villages have been completed, while Tondoro village is progressing well. I think the chairperson can confirm that. The region was allocated a budget of 18 million this financial year for the electrification of schools and some villages, while Rupara Sheikh Dweller houses in Musese constituency and Maporeza location in Kurenkuru constituency will be electrified this year. However, more still needs to be done in the provision of electricity to many villages in the region to stimulate our local economy. Works and transport. Phase 2 of the upgrading of Charlie Alex Muranda Road to gravel road is completed, while phase 3 is to commence with an allocation of 35 million. The upgrading of Naute Karukuisa Road to gravel is also ongoing. The construction of Kurenkuru Nepara to low volume seal has commenced. The ministry will also construct, namely the Roidah to Kanu Flay with an allocation of 34 million, Mbeyo, Erago, Matende Road with an allocation of 7 million, Siko to Garuha Clinic with an allocation of 7 million, and to Bravo Primary with an allocation of 2 million. It's the first time we are getting 4 projects at a time. We are saying this is good progress. However, more roads or feeder roads is still needed in the inland to connect our villages. At the same time, the region is saying it's not fair for Roads Authority to upgrade gravel roads in some regions to tired roads, while some regions are still dominated by sandy roads. And further, the region is also appealing to Roads Authority to construct a full-fledged NATIS office in Kurenkuru. Home Affairs, Immigration, Safety and Security. As reported last year, the ministry continues to issue national documents such as birth certificate and identity card, as well as conducted outreach program. The ministry allocated 15 million to construct the Regional Civic Affairs Office. This will improve the situation of long queues in our region. The region is also requesting the ministry to address, as a matter of urgency, the problem of stateless and undocumented people, which is a huge problem among our communities. They cannot access programs. I would also like to report that the ministry completed the construction of the police station, and the construction of Namagoro police station has commenced, while Kachinakachi police station is planned for future development. Finance and National Planning Commission. The region continues to request for equitable allocation of resources for development to all regions. At the same time, the region is calling upon the Namibian Central Procurement Board for local business people to get preferential treatment towards the awarding of tenders in their respective regions, including through joint ventures. Only through this initiative, our country will achieve prosperity for all. Under social progression, Ministry of Health and Social Services, the region has 2 health districts, namely Namagoro and Kurenkuru, 1 hospital, 6 health centers, 22 clinics with staff establishment of 605. Out of these, 402 positions have been filled and new jobs were created. Construction of Daruha Clinic is completed, and the construction of maternity ward at Rupara Health Center is ongoing. The region would like to appreciate the opening of Nandingwa Clinic in Pungu constituency, which will serve the surrounding community in the inland. And the region continues to demand for the construction of Kurenkuru District Hospital without further delays. Gender equality, poverty eradication, and social welfare. During the period under review, the construction of a model ECD center at Bravo Sun Settlement in Pungu constituency is completed. In terms of social grants payout, the following number of children are receiving benefit. And 20,425 beneficiaries are on the system in the previous financial year. while 8,060 beneficiaries are receiving pension and disability grants. Planned activities in the region for financial year 2024-2025. As reported in all my previous statements, our office continues to experience difficulties in obtaining information from some offices, ministries, and agencies on how the allocated development and operational budget is implemented in our region. At the same time, the region would like to appreciate the budget allocation for 2024-2025 financial year of $322,288,000 Namibian dollars for the development budget, with 52 projects to be implemented by various offices, ministries, and agencies in our region. And the region appeals to all OMAs to implement these 52 projects without sending any penny back to Treasury. How we plan to move forward? Kavango West region is still committed to implement and monitor the government policies and developmental programs and projects until we change the current status quo of our region. As the youngest region, our priority sector remains the same, namely infrastructure development, agriculture, manufacturing, and community-based tourism. The region believes that with good investment in these sectors, we can change the livelihood of our community. The region still continues to call upon agents, offices, ministries, and agencies to decentralize their functions to the regional council to improve service delivery to our community. The Office of the Governor will continue to invite various offices, ministries, and agencies to have engagement meetings to share their programs and projects that have been implemented in our region. While the community engagement meetings by the Office of the Governor, Kavango West Regional Council, and all stakeholders will continue to go to all our 8 constituencies to engage our community. Lastly, Honorable Chairperson, although the region is still faced with many developmental challenges, they are not insurmountable. Therefore, let us remain focused and persistent while addressing them to achieve our desired goal of developing this young region. Kavango West, going green. Let us all continue to support this dream, and together we can make it a reality. Finally, I'm appealing to all eligible voters to go and register, because this is the right thing to do as a Namibian. God bless our region. God bless Namibia. I thank you.